Now, in Seebeck effect, when we have two junctions of two dissimilar metals, and if these are kept at different temperatures, an EMF is introduced or produced between these two junctions. This effect is known as Seebeck effect. So here we have one junction. This is a copper iron thermocouple. So here we see that here we have a copper metal and here we have a iron metal, ferrous. So this forms a one junction and this is kept in a oil bath, means we heat this junction. If you consider this again a Fe wire and that is again connected to the copper and we form second junction. So the important thing is that dissimilar, you do not make the junction between the same type of material, that is not allowed. So you have to form a junction by considering two different metals. So here we have considered two metals, that is iron Fe and copper Cu. Okay, so in this way we have formed two junctions. One junction is kept in ice and another junction is heated by giving heat to this oil bath. And the two end terminals of this thermocouple are connected to a sensitive galvanometer. So here we have connected a galvanometer and we measure the current, or you can also use a millivoltmeter or microvoltmeter to measure the voltage. So we do the experiment like this. We go on varying or changing the temperature of this hot junction and note down the thermo EMF or the current through the galvanometer. It is found that the current increases with increasing difference of the temperatures. Here the junction which is kept at a higher temperature is called hot junction. So here we are heating this junction, therefore this is nothing but a hot junction. And another junction we are keeping in ice. We do not change the temperature. It is always at a 0 degree centigrade. So the junction which is kept in a ice, that is called as a cold junction. So thermocouple has two junctions which are formed by two dissimilar metals. Out of these two junctions, one junction is heated, that is called as a hot junction, and one junction is kept in a ice, that is called as a cold junction. So now we take the reading by changing the temperature of the hot junction and we find what is the value of thermo EMF or thermocurrent and we plot the graph. The EMF developed between these two terminals of the thermocouple, this arrangement is called as thermocouple. Couple means we have used two junctions or two dissimilar metals and here we are heating one junction. Therefore this arrangement is called as a thermocouple. So the EMF developed is called as thermo EMF and the current is called as thermoelectric current. Remember these words for the multiple choice question. The EMF developed is called as thermo EMF and the current is called thermoelectric current. The thermocouple is formed by using Fe and Cu as shown in this diagram. Now it is found that the deflection in the galvanometer is 0 if both the junctions are kept at same temperature or at 0 degree centigrade. Then no current flows through the thermocouple or the thermo EMF is 0. If we increase the temperature of the hot junction, means we are increasing the temperature difference between the two junctions, then it is observed that the thermo EMF is also increasing and it is found that it becomes maximum at a particular temperature. See this graph. We are increasing the temperature along the x-axis. What we observe? The thermo EMF also increases. So see, as we go on increasing the temperature, the thermo EMF also go on increasing, and at this particular temperature it becomes maximum. At this temperature becomes maximum. This temperature corresponding to maximum value of thermo EMF is called as neutral temperature. This temperature is called as the neutral temperature. So this is fixed for a particular thermocouple. If we consider a thermocouple of copper and Fe, then this temperature is constant for that particular thermocouple. You can use a different different metals and form a junction. For every thermocouple, it has got a fixed value of neutral temperature, which is the characteristic of that particular thermocouple. Now, if we still go further by increasing the temperature of thermocouple, then what is observed? If we go ahead above the neutral temperature, then what is observed? The thermo EMF go on decreasing. At this particular value, it becomes 0 and then increase in a negative direction. So this behavior is observed in case of all the thermocouples, and this temperature beyond which the inversion of the thermo EMF takes place is called as the inversion temperature. So this value of temperature is called as inversion temperature, and this value of temperature is called as neutral temperature. So this type of behavior is observed in all thermocouples. What is the behavior? As we go on increasing the temperature, initially the thermo EMF increases, it becomes maximum at a particular temperature. That temperature is called as neutral temperature, and if we increase the temperature beyond neutral temperature, there is a decrease in the thermo EMF is observed, and this thermo EMF once again becomes 0 at the temperature theta I, and it increases in the reverse direction. So this temperature theta I is called as the inversion temperature. So remember these words: neutral temperature, the temperature at which the thermo EMF in thermocouple is maximum, and the inversion temperature is that temperature at which the thermo EMF becomes 0 and increases in the reverse order. So these are the two definitions of neutral temperature and inversion temperature. So today I have explained you what is Seebeck effect. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, comment and share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching.